Absolutely. And like I said, I think they will continue to be among the best teams in the NFL. Two of the best teams in the AFC getting together on Sunday in Baltimore. Buffalo Bills at the Baltimore Ravens. And Peter, let me start here, because you made the excellent point earlier about the Dolphins, and they had to turn it around pretty quickly and get to Cincinnati and play on the road. I mean, the Bills had to go home after that exhausting ordeal in South Florida. They get the extra time to recover, but it really is hard not to wonder whether what happened on Sunday will echo into this Sunday, because we saw how physically draining it was for those players, and they've got to turn around. They got to face a great Baltimore team. Now, the defense isn't great this year, but good luck slowing down Lamar Jackson for anybody who may be facing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't call Baltimore a great team right now. I'd say that, I don't think any team that gives up 28 points in the fourth quarter to anybody can be called a great team. And they did that, obviously, to Miami 2 weeks ago. But, I mean, Baltimore is a good challenge, especially on the road and especially against Lamar Jackson. But, Mike, and again, I am not discounting the importance of this game at all. But what I am saying is I still think Buffalo, is the best team in football. They'll get a challenge from Philadelphia, to be sure. But I think Buffalo's the best team in football. They're the deepest team in football, and they lost a game under extremely adverse circumstances with their two best defensive tackles out of the game, their two Pro Bowl safeties out of the game, starting two rookie cornerbacks, including a sixth-round pick from Villanova, against an incredible set of receivers in Miami on Sunday. So, and again, we can all make excuses for whoever, but all I'm saying is I still think Buffalo is the best team in football. And look, that can change any week. It could change this week. But if you gave me right now Buffalo, or if I could take Buffalo or the field to win the Super Bowl this year, I'll take Buffalo.
Oh, I'll take the field. Oh, I'm always taking the field. Are you kidding me? Because we saw it happen. Look, Peter, here's the challenge for the Bills. They dominated the Dolphins on Sunday, but they still lost the game. They are 0-7 since the start of last season in one-score games. 0-7. All other games, 14-1. 0-7 in one-score games. I think that's one of the reasons why we saw Ken Dorsey blow a gasket at the end of that game. There's pressure on them to win close games. They can't win close games. And at some point, it's not just a fluke. At some point, there's something that's failing in the machinery that is causing them to either think too much, try too hard, get too caught up in it. And I think this is one of the reasons why I like to come out and kick the crap out of you early, like they did to the Titans in week 2. And they didn't really do it to the Rams. It was 10-10 at halftime, but they put the foot on their throats in the second half, and it wasn't even a contest. They need to figure out how to win these close games. And it shouldn't have even been close. 40 minutes time of possession, 90 plays to 39, nearly 500 yards to 200 and change, low change. It's amazing they lost that game. But that's where you find the silver lining if you're the Bills. Like, how many days are we going to have like this where we don't actually win the game by 20 points?
Yeah, I guess I would say this, and you're right. I think not being able to win close games could be a symptom of a problem. On the other hand, beating a Bill Belichick team 47-7, would it be better to beat them 13-7? No, of course not. But I understand what you're saying. But I just don't have a lot of worry about a team that is phenomenally beat up early on, getting most of those guys back at some point, has very good depth of roster, knowing that you have the quarterback in the NFL that maybe other than Patrick Mahomes, I have absolutely zero questions about right now. I just think they're going to be fine.
Oh, I think they'll be fine. But if you're going to go Bills of the field, for Super Bowl champion. Here's why I'm going field. This is the main reason. Once we get to the playoffs, and we know this
because
dynamic,
a lot of things
can
happen.
Year.
I get it.
Well, no, there's going to be a game because it all resets. The regular season window, the regular season record goes out the window, or the regular season window goes out the record, whichever you prefer. But when the Bills get in a close game, divisional round, championship, or Super Bowl, they're going to feel that weight of the world on their shoulders. All that pressure, all that expectation, and the history. Can we get it done in this moment? Can we do justice to everything we accomplished this year in the regular season? That is where the pressure is going to be the highest that it ever can be on the Bills coaches and players. And we'll see. They'll have the chance. Can they deliver in that moment? I'm not sure they can, because I'm not sure anyone can perform under that kind of pressure. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.